Going in a different direction to all the DNA mods. What am I fucking doing? The mic's right over there. Ah! Oh well. Something for the outtakes. Hey guys, Vick here and welcome to another review. Today we are reviewing the 100 watt Tesla Nano TC. Comes in a box like this. All nice and cool. What is this mod? Why should you care? This is a 100 watt mod from Tesla and it uses dual Lipo batteries in parallel. That's its sort of USP. So it's 4,500 mAh 100 watt regulated device that can work with nickel or titanium coils, as well as camphor as well, and it also has a mech mode as well, so you can just use it as a dual parallel mod like the Tesla 2 subbox. Its main thing is it's nano. It's called nano because it's using lipos, not 18650s. It is incredibly small. Comparing it here to a Hana, this is a 30 watt mod and single battery. This is dual and tiny. Look at that. So very, very small. Another comparison for you. That's the IPV Mini V2. That's a 75 watt single battery mod. So it's very small. Very small, very dinky, because they're going in an opposite direction to that, to the sort of DNA mods, if you like. The DNAs are 3 lipos in series, so you're not getting that like battery life, and a lot of people complaining about the battery life on these DNA mods. This is dual parallel. The batteries last for ages in here, and when you come to charge it, it charges very fast. It's got a 2 amp charger in it, so not a bad little thing. What we'll do is we'll go up close and I'll show you it in action. We'll come back up top and I'll tell you the pros and cons of this device. See you in a second. Okay guys, here we are up close with the Tesla Nano 100 watt TC. This is the packaging. Loads of good info on there. One thing I don't talk about up top, but the finishing is actually very good. Actually, I just noticed that on the thing, but the finish is lovely on the mod. Very good indeed. So yeah, so that's the packaging. When you open it up, it comes like this. Lovely packaging, certificate, and a menu. You can see the colours there available. I have the blue one. All this good stuff. Feel free to press pause if you want to look at that. And all that good protection stuff on there. Again, feel free to press pause. That is the packaging. Here is the mod. Let's go through it. There's your plus and minus buttons. Nice buttons, work well. No rattle or anything like that. Very sturdy. The mod's very heavy, very sturdy, very good. All that sort of stuff. Venting at the bottom, charge port at the bottom. That is a 2 amp charge, which is why it charges so fast. And yeah, it's a nice sealed solid unit with 2 lipos inside. Let's have a look. What have we got here? We've got the ohms, you got your volts and your wattage. We're in wattage mode here. So what we can do is we can take this off. Show you the 510. Show you the 510 there. Spring loaded, no problems with that at all. What it is a brass pin with silver plating on top. So no problems there at all. Okay, so what we'll do. Oh, one thing I'll show you in a second actually. But one thing we can do, and we'll get it to say no atomizer, so it definitely detects this one for the first time. So we're putting on a nickel head here. Oh, there we go. So we've got temp coil, Ni, yes. And then same coil up, and new coil, other way around, but yeah. So new coil up. So it's reading the new coil 0.19, which is spot on. I'll turn that wattage down just to be on the safe side. But then what we do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's now locked. We press plus and minus together. And we're now changing the Fahrenheit to what we want it to be. So we're there, 70 watts, 440. Unlock it, and we're in temp mode. Happy as Larry. Taking this off again. Clicking, no atomizer. Putting this back on. It does Fahrenheit and Celsius, guys, if you're wondering. And it's reading this new, it's reading back to the old one before now, so we need to go back off. Hold to change temp. And it scrolls through Fahrenheit and Celsius. If you go right at the top, you can press off. So temperature is off now. And if you go right through, up to 100, it's a very fast scroll, very easy. You can see it now says Mecha. And in mech mode, it's just working as a pure mechanical device now. And you know, get a nice low build in there, and it'll work well as a mech mod. So we'll go back up top. Okay guys, that was the Tesla 100 watt Nano TC up close. As you can see, you know, it's got a lot going for it, and there's a lot of positives, and there's also some negatives that I want to cover as well, so I'm just going to get straight into it. Okay, so first negative, this might be subjective, but I know a lot of people don't like it. The charge port is on the bottom, so you are going to have to turn it to its side to charge it, or hang it over a table or something like that. Something to bear in mind. Another personal negative of mine is that in true Tesla style, it doesn't have a way of turning it properly off. What they say to do is 5 clicks to lock it and walk away, and it'll just shut down into sleep mode. I would prefer an actual hard off, an actual way, 5 clicks off completely. That's how I would prefer it. Other negatives. Okay, so there's a slight ramp up when you vape this. Ever so slight ramp up. It's very slight, almost, you know, I'll try and show you in action. It's just a split second, and you get used to it very quickly, but it is a thing, you know, it doesn't smash straight in with the power. I'll try and show you again. Not a huge problem, but something to bear in mind. What else? Personally, I find the menu system, the way you operate, change temperature and things, slightly unintuitive, you know, but again, you do get used to that very quickly. The other negative I want to say about this device is power. I'm not sure it's quite hitting the full mark that it should be. Now, it won't work with my, for some reason it's not working with my voltage meter, so I'm not able to check this. But for example, right now I've got the REM at 8, and I would normally have this on the Tesla. Now, I've got this to 80 watts on here, and it feels like the same vape as I'm getting on the Snow Wolf at 70 watts. So not a massive problem, I've just put it up a bit more, but it does feel like it's slightly lower than usual. You know, it just feels like it does not, to coin an old phrase, you know, it's not quite hitting as hard as other regulated mods do. The positives, however, there's some great positives. The 510 is excellent. At last, Tesla devices are sitting perfectly flush on sitting perfectly flush on the device. Love that. And I've not had a trouble with 510. I've had like 5-6 different atomizers on here testing temperature and all that sort of stuff, and it's absolutely fine. Everything's going down lovely. I really like these plus and minus buttons. I really like them being on the top. I think it gives it a certain look. It's nice. I also really like the mech mode. Sometimes I really like vaping dual parallel mods, and this is an excellent dual parallel mod. And I really like that mech mode. You know, I can see myself definitely using that. Get a nice low build in there, 0.2, something like that, and it would be it's a cracking vape, you know, in that mech mode. I do like that option. That's a nice feature. Works fine in temperature mode. Works as well as the Snow Wolf and other devices I've got. I'm sure it's probably not as good as the DNA 200 in temp mode, but I haven't had any problems in temp mode at all. It's been as it is, you know, it's been absolutely fine. Battery life is the big positive. These lipos in dual parallel are awesome. The battery life is incredible on this device. I think I usually have this on the Cafullo. I've done about 3 tanks of this Cafullo without recharging the battery, and because it's got that 2 amp charging, you know, you plug it in and it charges really fast as well, so it lasts forever, and then when it comes to charge it charges really quick. So I mean, that's a massive positive. The prices are positive as well. They seem to be about $80, something like that. I haven't seen them available for sale in the UK yet, so I'm not sure what the UK vendors will price them at, but the price is good for what you're getting, I believe. Another thing to mention, not necessarily negative, depends on you as a vapor, but you need to get your own micro USB charging cable for this. So if you don't have one, it doesn't come in this box. There's nothing in this box except a little instruction manual and the mod. So if you don't have one of those cables, bear that in mind. But if you're like me, I've got loads of those cables, so it's not an issue at all. And obviously another really big positive is the size. The size is incredible. This much power and this much battery life from a mod that fits in your hand, like, I think that's great. I think this is great. Overall, I think this is great. There's a few negatives there that you need to think about, but overall, I think this mod is really, really good. I really like it. Really pleased with it. Comes in a range of colours as well, so bear that in mind. Gunmetal, black, blue, and red, I believe. So yeah, overall, this gets a thumbs up from me. I'm happy with this. This is a great mod. I'm going to be using this a lot. I can just tell with a mod, you know, if it's going to be part of the arsenal or not. And this is going to get a lot of use with this battery life. I've been Vaping Vic, and I'll see you again really soon.